If you would like to receive Nishma's Gujarati Daal recipe, be sure to sign up today to Shambhu's newsletters at www.shambhus.uk. Note, the recipe will be made available to you only if you sign up during the Summerfest 2020 weekend, 15th to 16th August 2020.
Hello and welcome to my cookery demo at VegfestUK Summerfest Online. And how brilliant is this? The VegfestUK team, given the circumstances, are now delivering all the sessions online. And this is an excellent show. So hats off to team and his awesome VegFest team. So my name is Nishma and I run a vegan food business called Shambhu's in London. Through Shambhu's, I provide vegan catering and online cookery classes as well. So please do visit my website, shambhus.uk. For this spice it up demonstration, I'm going to show you how to make a spicy Gujarati dal. But aren't all dals the same? I hear you think. A dal is a dal. What's the difference? What's the big deal? Well, all dals are definitely not the same. Gujarati dal is a flavor bomb, but I would say this because I'm Gujarati, so I'll be biased, of course. But this dal, the Gujarati dal, has a consistency of a thick soup. So let's get cooking. So for Gujarati dal, you need to use pigeon peas. They're also known as tuwer dal. So I'm using the oil-free tuwer dal. So this is the oil tuwer dal. You can see there's like a little darker color than the oil-free one, which is a lighter yellow color. But always, if you have the tuwer dal, it looks very, very similar to chana dal. So don't get these two mistaken, otherwise you'll end up with a very different dal. Let's make a start on the tuwer dal. I'm going to add, first I'm going to wash the tuwer dal. So I'm going to start with 300 ml of water. I've got 200 grams of tuwer dal in here. And I'll wash the tuwer dal. So you see the water turning cloudy. Discard this water. And you do this for about 4 washes. You want to use get clear as much as possible. And don't discard this. If you have plants, then use this water to water your plants. Don't throw the water away. So you can see how cloudy it's got. I've got another vessel here, and I'm going to pour the dirty water in here. Again, second wash. See, it's turning cloudy again. Just turn cloudy again. So discard that water. Take some more fresh water. I'm using 300 ml, and I've used 200 grams of tuwer dal. This is the third wash. And it's getting less cloudy. And fourth wash. At this stage, I'll make this my last wash. It can be very therapeutic. You know, you can be here all day just washing the dog. But you don't want to spend all day doing this. So it's got a little bit less cloudy, and I'm going to take this water. I'm going to transfer the washed dal in a pressure cooker. You do need to use a pressure cooker for this. just to speed up the cooking process. If you don't have a pressure cooker, then you can soak your dal. But you'll have to soak it overnight, and then cook the dal the next day. It will take at least an hour to cook the dal. For this, I'm using about 1.5 liters of water to cook the dal in. Switch on the pressure cooker. So tuwer dal, this is one of the very tough dals. It takes a really long time to cook. If you're cooking in the pressure cooker, it takes about 20 minutes to cook, and if you are doing it in the pan, this will take about an hour to cook. So if you're doing it in a pan, then do soak your dal for about 8 hours, and then cook it the next day. Or you can also use a slow cooker as well. You can use a slow cooker to make your dal. So remember I was telling you that Gujarati dal, this is a flavor bomb. I'd like to show you my flavor bomb. So these are the ingredients. Some of them may be new to you, some of them you probably already know. Let me talk through the ingredients that I have here. So this is dried mangosteen, and these are mangosteen flour. And I've got star anise here, I've got curry leaves here, chili flakes, peanuts, salt, Himalayan salt, got jaggery, and the outer circle, the raindrops have got, this is cloves, black mustard seeds, cumin, fenugreek seeds, and turmeric powder. But I'm not finished there, I'll show you some more. And I've got ginger here, and I've got drumsticks. Drumsticks also called they're from the moringa tree. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil. This is not essential. If you want to make this oil-free, you can. You add your spices to a dry pan. What I'm going to do, the way I'm going to add my spices is I'm going to add the woody spices first. So these are like difficult to burn. So I'm going to add the 3 anise seeds. I've got mangosteen, adding dried mangosteen. This is for the sourness. And cinnamon stick. So a cinnamon stick comes like a long stick like this, and it's wasteful to put the whole stick in there. So it's better to break them up into smaller sticks and then add it. Next, I'm going to add my cloves. So about 6 cloves. And now I'm going to add my mustard seeds, so which is half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. I'm adding about less than a 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, so probably about 10 grains of fenugreek seeds. And then I'm going to add about 30 grams of peanuts. And I want to add my cumin seeds. So I'll add about half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. And these are my drumsticks. I love drumsticks. So you may have heard of the moringa leaf. This is the pod, the moringa pod. These are called drumsticks, and this is a fleshy bit. So the dal will be absorbed in the fleshy bit, and it makes it really nice, a nice vegetable to have in your dal. So the outer is quite tough, but inside is spongy. So like this. And look at all the flavor. And this is not even the full flavor. It's just half the flavor we put in there. Next, I'm going to add my curry leaves. The curry leaves are a bit wasteful again. If you put a whole leaf, especially in this country, you know, when it's so hard to get curry leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them up, and just break and slice it. In tropical countries, curry leaves, they grow everywhere and they give a beautiful fragrance. So loads and loads of curry leaves are used. And oh my God, immediately I get like a lovely, 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 lovely fragrance in my kitchen while I'm cooking this. It's just amazing flavor, amazing flavor. Okay, so now I can see everything just roasting away. And now I'm going to add 100 grams of tomato patata. You can use fresh tomatoes as well, but just for consistency, I'm adding 100 grams of tomato patata. And to that, I'm adding about 50 ml of water. And now I'm going to add my dal. So this is the dal I made earlier. And to get it this smooth, I used a hand blender. You see it's completely smooth. Yes, so that's how you want it. Otherwise you will have like little bits of the dal coming through, which is okay. It's not a huge problem, but Gujarati dal is really smooth. So you can add a bit more water. Like, remember I said the dal is like a thick soup. You can get away with any water. And the color will change as all the flavors infuse. So now I'll add some more flavors. So you can either use fresh chilies or you can use chili flakes. I'm using half a teaspoon of chili flakes and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So spices are also used not just for flavor, but also to color the dish. The color, look at the color, it'll just change right in front of you. So you leave it to simmer on low heat for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to add some jaggery as well. Jaggery is to taste. The Gujarati dal is it needs to have all the flavors. It needs to have the sweet, the savory, the saltiness, the bitterness. So that's the whole flavor dal, whole flavor. Those are all the flavors in the dal. So it will have sweet, savory, sourness, saltiness, and a little bit of bitterness as well. So the bitterness comes from the fenugreek leaves. I'm adding about half a tablespoon of salt. Look at that. How awesome does that look? It's about 20 grams of jaggery that I'm using. For those who don't know jaggery is like is unrefined cane sugar. It's a pure cane juice that has been dehydrated, and it comes out like a huge jaggery. It comes out like an unrefined jaggery. Okay. Next, I'm going to add some ginger. So about 20 grams of ginger. So you can remove the skin using a spoon. You can use a spoon to remove the skin, and you can keep all the skin as well for your masala tea, or when you make a brewed tea, you can add your ginger skin to it. A spoon is nice to use because it gets around all the lumps. And I just use a knife to take the bits out that shouldn't go in the food. These are all natural ingredients that I'm using. So if you find that your ginger is sometimes stronger, use less. It's all up to your taste, but the main flavor for this dal is that it should have all the 5 flavors: the sweet, savory, saltiness, bitterness, and the sourness. So make sure you have the 5 flavors in this dal. So now I'm going to grate in the 20 grams of ginger. And ginger is quite fibrous, so by doing this, you're preventing all the fibers from going in. And also it gives an even feel. You don't have like huge lumps of ginger when you're mixing the dal and the rice together. So all the extra fiber that's in your hand, you can either put it in or you can leave it out. Again, all this it can go in your tea as well. Put it in your tea. And so, moving on to our sourness from lemon. So we already have sourness from the mangosteen. So next we use if you let me use lime, I'll use lime first. So use whatever you have. If you have lime, use lime. If you have lemon, use a lemon. But whatever gives a sharp flavor. So squeeze out the juice. Remember, we already have sourness from the tomato, from the mangosteen, and now using lime. So just start off with half a lime. We want to have a good balance of flavors in there. And the sharper the lemon, the tastier it is. You'll see it's simmering away nicely. I'll give it a stir. See, it's getting nice. Look at the colors. You can see the greens. You can see the yellow. That's the color that you're looking for. Some people like it a little bit more red, then you add a little bit more tomato, or you can add a chili powder as well, or redness color. So at this point, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give my dal a try just to see that I've got all the flavors in there, and then I'll leave it to simmer. So leave it to simmer for about 10 minutes on medium heat. The great thing about dal is that you can make this dal in advance and then serve it the next day. They taste amazing the next day because all the flavors have had a chance to infuse overnight, and it tastes amazing. Dal is a bit more sourness, so I'm going to add some more tomato, some more lime. So in total, I've added juice of 1 lime. I'm also going to add the fibers from the lime, the pulp. There are no seeds in this lime, so there's no danger of any seeds going into the dal. So just add all the pulp as well. Now let's give it a try again. That's just perfect. You can add more lime on top if you want. Once the dal is cooked completely, and then you can add the lime on top. So look at it, isn't it just beautiful, bubbling away? So this is your dal just getting ready. And these are the drumsticks, which will get cooked while the dal is simmering. So you want your drumsticks to be soft. You can either do your drumsticks, you can put the drumsticks while you're tempering the dal, or you can put the drumsticks when you pressure cook, when you're using a pressure cooker to cook your dal. So halfway through, once the dal is in the pressure cooker and it's cooked, you open up the pressure cooker. Be very careful when you open the pressure cooker, and then you put your drumsticks in, and you close the pressure cooker again. Then you just leave it. Or don't switch on the heat, just leave it in the pressure cooker. Now this is the stage when your dal is ready. It's bubbling away. Look at all the colors. If you're happy with the color, then this is the time to switch off your dal. If you're not happy with your color and you want to add a little bit more tomato because you want a little bit of redness, this is the time to do it. There's one more flavor bomb that needs to go in there. And no Gujarati dal is complete without coriander. So you need to add coriander to it. Oh, wow, this is so amazing. I want you guys to make this dal. And I think I may add bit more lime to it as well, but I'll add the lime just towards the end. So coriander, you use about 5 stalks of those, and you use the whole coriander. You start from the stalk to the leaf. You don't waste any of it. You use everything. If you don't like coriander, you don't have to add it. But my dal is done. Look at it, how it's simmering and it's bubbling away. And this tells me that all the flavors are getting infused. So at this point, I'm going to switch my dal off. And I'm going to add some coriander. I'll give it a mix. And I want you to see the consistency of the dal. So I'll lift it up. Can you see the consistency? It's like a runny soup. It's like that. Yeah. So this is the dal, it's done now. You can see all the flavor bombs are gone in. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm so excited. So this is a taste test, and there's a huge number of flavors in there. So I'm going to give it a try. Oh my God, that is amazing dal. You got your sweetness, savoriness, saltiness, sourness, bitterness, and a huge medley of flavors coming through. So I do hope that you make this dal. So how do we serve the Gujarati dal? So traditionally we have it with plain rice, or you can have it with chapati, or it's a standalone hearty soup. Or you can also have it with South Indian idlis, which are fluffy rice cakes. I do hope you enjoy making this, and do let us know what you think. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
If you would like to receive Nishma's Gujarati Dal recipe, be sure to sign up today to Shambhu's newsletters at www.shambhus.uk. Note, the recipe will be made available to you only if you sign up during the Summerfest 2020 weekend, 15th to 16th August 2020.